Bonjour! So in this particular video, we are going to talk about ways of making the language more interesting, the language lessons more interesting and engaging for learners. We're going to look at about 5 ways to make the language lesson engaging and motivating for learners. We all know that a simple rule that all learners who come to a language lesson, they come to the language lesson with an aim of getting an opportunity to speak in that particular language, be it just saying a word, making simple phrases, repeating after the teacher. Every particular language learner comes with an aim or with an opportunity in mind that they're going to get sometimes to practice their speaking skills. So now let's look at into ways of making the language lesson more interesting and engaging for learners. The first way is by incorporating songs. What a better way to learn than to use songs? So you can get, for example, if you're teaching the beginners, you can get simple songs for beginners. Let's say you're teaching colors and you want to teach the learners to maybe practice their writing skills, meaning spelling the words of the colors correctly, or even their listening skills, figuring out how different colors are pronounced. So you can get the lyrics of a simple song and have the necessary vocabulary removed. Therefore, you're going to have gaps, and the learners are going to listen to the song and fill in the gaps using the color names. So you can do this with the vocabulary, with the tenses, be it present tense, future tense. So it's all about finding the ideal song to achieve a particular objective. The second way is by incorporating movies and clips, watching children-oriented movies if you're teaching children, or depending on the age that you are teaching, you can find movies for that particular age and discussing that particular clip. It could be describing characters, describing scenes. It could be talking about the language that has been used. For example, if it's a short clip and it involves going to the restaurant and ordering food, therefore you could be covering vocabulary on food and how to order food in a restaurant. The other way of making language lessons more interesting and engaging for learners is by the use of games. Learners love playing vocabulary games. You can play, for example, you can play memory games, hangman, trying to figure out the spelling of different words. You can play notes, crosses and notes. There's so many games online that you can search and find and use with your learners to make the lesson more engaging and captivating for the learners. Another way to make the lessons more engaging and captivating for the learners is role play. My learners love role play. They love acting different scenes, pretending maybe they're in a restaurant, pretending they're meeting somebody for the first time, pretending just a different way of using the language and engaging in it and being able to use the vocabulary they have learned in the lessons. So thank you for watching. We'll continue to discuss more ways of making the language lessons more interesting and captivating. We are saying when the learner is more engaged, when the learner is enjoying the lesson, they learn better than when it is in a lecture way of